As for today's activity, we are going to do revision for chapter 5, that is the preparation of the financial statement for publication purpose, and I'm using your question in the group project as the base for our discussion today. Okay, so this actually the question or from taken from your group assignment. So we have two part A and part B. Part A is about the theoretical part, okay, and part B is on the computation section. Okay, let us answer part A together. Okay, on the right side is the suggested solution for the question. Okay, number one, you are required to explain four similarities. Okay, the keyword here is similarities, class. So the similarities meaning persamaan. What makes it similar to each other? Okay. Between what and what? Between debentures and redeemable preference share. Okay, so these are the subject that we are going to look. Okay, debenture and redeemable preference share. You just have to explain four only. Right. So when we say explain, meaning you have to elaborate a bit. Okay, the point that you are going to share. Okay, let us look the similarities between these two instruments. Number one, okay, you may answer any four of it or any other relevant answer that we find there is an explanation on that. Okay, but if you just state without giving any explanation, then there's no point, because we need to know what do you mean by cumulative, for example, and so on. Okay, closing balance of debentures and redeemable preference share. RPS is the acronym for redeemable preference shares. Will be classified as non-current liability. I'm looking for this, okay, point. Alright, I'm looking for this point. The closing balance meaning the balance carried down. Okay, the final balance of debentures and RPS will be classified as non-current liability in the statement of financial position. So if you get this one, you get 1 point, because one tick equal to 1 point or 1 mark. Number two, okay, the interest on debenture. Okay, the interest on debenture and dividend on RPS were considered as and expenses, okay, and disclosed in the statement of profit or loss. Okay, this is the second point. This is the second point. Oh, I'm going to highlight actually. Okay, no, different color please. Okay, right. So these two, okay, has interest and dividend, and these two need to be disclosed as the expense. So as you can see in part B, I do test you on the redeemable preference shares, and the dividend on RPS should be what we say, disclosed as expense, or in other words finance cost in the statement of profit or loss. Number three, any unpaid interest on debentures and any unpaid dividend on RPS will be classified under current liability in the statement of financial position. Okay, so it is like a dividend payable lah. We call it dividend payable for RPS. And we call it accrued interest on debenture. So these two are current liability which need to be paid in the following period. Next, both debentures and RPS have no voting rights. Okay, no voting rights. Now, we don't call debentures and RPS as shareholder. Actually, we call them as creditor. But if you sometimes put it as investor also is acceptable, but the most correct one, we call it them as creditor. We don't call them as shareholder. Okay, please take note. Some of you wrote shareholders. Both shareholders have no voting right. I know you want to explain about the voting power, but since you are calling them as shareholder, then there is no point for the answer, because the term that you use is wrong. They are not the shareholder. They don't, kata apa, they are not considered as the equity holder, because shareholder here we refer to the equity holder lah. the share equity, they are actually creditor because debentures and redeemable preference shares are redeemable in nature. The company need to repay the amount to the creditor. Okay, next, the issuer of both debentures and RPS need to redeem the instrument on specified date regardless of its financial position. So meaning that company need to repay this instrument. Like it or not, okay, whether it's is having gain or not during the financial year, they have to redeem this debt. Okay, because these two are debt. Debentures and redeemable preference share are non-credibility. So it is a debt to the company. So if you provide any answer, any relevant answer is also considered as correct. So you can get marks, right? So you may look at your group work. I can see that some answers are more or less the same as other group. Okay, you are talking about cumulative return, but you don't explain on that, so I don't give mark because most of the group have the same answer and not even one of the group explain the answer. I hope you are not copying each other. Ada satu group tu, I can't remember which group. Okay, your answer more or less the same. I hope you do know. If you are taking it from somewhere, for example, like I'm sure maybe some of you do Google it. Okay, do search it in other sources. Okay, but you must know what are you copying of. Eh? I do apa kata apa encourage you apa nama to look answer in other resources, but when you look up for the answer, what you need to do is that you must know how to explain the point. If you don't explain the point, then I won't give you the mark. Okay, some of you just mentioned about the return, but you did not elaborate more. What do you mean both have return? Kalau you kata both have return, okay, where debentures receive interest on debenture and redeemable preference shareholder will receive dividend on the apa nama RPS, then I will give you point. But if you just mention both will get return, then I won't I need further apa nama clarification because others also have return kan, ordinary shares, preference shareholder also got return. So you need to specify, you need to name what are the returns that being received by the creditor, because here I said explain, so I need to have more information on that. Okay, so you may refer to your answer. I have a mark. Okay, if I miss anything, please let me know. So any correct mark, any correct answer we get 1 mark each. Okay, next, give one advantage of public listed company. I just want one. I just need one. So as you know, the keyword here is public listed company kan. Of course, public listed company many advantage. You have unlimited liability, for example. You have limited liability, for example. And then, of course, when we say public listed company, the main advantage is that this company may sell its shares in the stock market. Okay, listed company meaning the company is being listed in the stock market. So in stock market in Malaysia, we call it Bursa Malaysia lah. Stock exchange in Malaysia, we call it Bursa Malaysia. Kalau di US, New York Stock Exchange, they call it kan. Jadi when they have that advantage, okay, in consequence, the impact is that the company can kata apa, raise more capital because the market is expanded. They can reach many potential investor compared to other company. Sendirian Berhad, they can only sell their shares to the family members, to their relative kan. The public but not listed, their market is smaller lah compared to public listed, because public listed everyone will know because it's being listed in the Bursa Malaysia, so everybody knows about that company lah. So they have greater advantage. Okay, and other relevant answers that relate to the public listed company is acceptable. Okay, so this one is just 1 mark. Okay, you just need one answer. So if it is correct, then you can get 1 mark. So in total, part A, if the answer are correct, you can get 5 marks altogether. Okay, please check your answer. The group member also, don't let the leader only check. The group member also, please check, help to check. And if I miss anything, please let me know. Okay, during the meeting, because I don't want to miss anything and I don't want you to PM me after the session, because when so many students PM me, there is a tendency for me to mislook or overlook again on that. Okay, you need to understand my situation. Why do I need the response immediately? Because this is your mark. Don't wait until the end where I might have risk to overlook again when so many people wants to PM me. Okay. Right, we go to part B. Okay, this is about the computation section, the computation part. Okay, you are given the list of closing balance of Astra Sinopal Berhad. Okay, this company is selling electrical appliance for industries and product for consumer. So these are the trial balance as at 31st December 2021. So these are the closing period lah of this transaction. You are given the total of the paid up share capital as at 1st January 2021. Okay, the amount of the treasury shares. Okay, the redeemable preference, the benches, reserve and others lah. All the revenues, the expenses accounts, okay, the capital, the what we call it, the liabilities, the assets are presented here. So you are next, you are required, okay, to take adjustment on the following transaction. So how many transaction do you have? About 8 altogether. The following information were taken during the year ended 31st December 2021 and no adjustment have been made during the year. So you have to adjust for each of the transactions given here. Okay, and you are required, okay, to prepare the following statement in a form suitable for publication and in compliance with the Companies Act 2016 and MFRS 101. Okay, we have learned, okay, what are the details, okay, what are the items to be disclosed and to be presented according to these two regulations. So as what we have learned, the format lah. So we just follow the format that we have learned and let's start to prepare the first one, statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income for the year ended 31st December 2021. You are required to show all working. Workings meaning that, okay, if you have adjustment, let's say the amount of the sales, okay, given is 1,645,500 ringgit. But when you present in the statement of profit or loss, another comprehensive income, that is SOPL, okay, the amount has been changed. So what do I mean by show your working is that you must show, okay, what makes it different from the original figure. Let's say the amount has been changed to 2 million. So you must show me how do you get the 2 million instead of 1 million plus here. Okay, so let us look together how the answer should be presented. Okay, so the first one is the SOPL. Okay, as you can see, there is no adjustment for sales. The amount are still the same. Okay, the amount are still the same. So class, bila you dah habis ni, bila you dah habis, saya selalu suka ceritanya nak ingatkan pada student, if you have complete the item kan, you may just cancel the item. Macam, sorry. Kenapa dia asyik keluar this part? Or stop highlighting lah. I'm using draw. Okay, kalau you dah siap, okay, cancel saja. Okay, macam ni kita dah siap lah. So, saya just cancel lah. Okay. Right. Kemudian cost of sale. Cost of sale pun tak ada apa-apa adjustment. Tak ada apa-apa adjustment, right? So tak ada apa-apa adjustment. Okay, after that you get gross profit and then you plus other income. Do you have other income? Tengok on the credit side. Okay, other income. Yes. Okay. Yes saja. No adjustment Okay, selling and distribution, administrative expenses and finance cost ni. Remember I told you, you must show me the working. Okay, but some of the group, okay, tak tunjuk the working. So you lose many mark. Okay, you dah hilang banyak markah kelas when you don't show me the working. This is compulsory. Remember? Compulsory to show the working. Okay, so based on the tribalance, okay, let us arrange, okay, the expenses according to the function. We start with the admin kan? So this is admin, okay. Ni selling and distribution masuk di sini. Okay, next. Okay, we have, what do we have now? Okay, sales commission ni is, expenses that you give to the, your agent. So when your agent, your worker is managed to hit certain target, they will get certain incentive lah. The incentive we call it commission So this is part of the selling and distribution expenses also nampak ni. Okay, ni this one. Okay, interest on debenture. Interest on debenture is related to finance cost. Okay, finance cost. Okay, but please take note. Okay, usually interest on debenture ni dia ada adjustment. So if you look up on the additional information, number 6, it is said that part of the interest on debenture was still accrued as at the end of the year. So what you need to do is that, there are additional interest on debenture need to be add up. You kena tambah sikit. But how much? Okay, look up for the debenture again. Okay, the concept are the same as your bank loan Okay, look up for the interest on debenture. This is the interest on debenture actually, the rate of interest on the debenture that you borrow. So the rate of interest is for a year. Meaning that if you borrow, okay, 450,000, you need to pay interest of 5% per year. So kalau 5% daripada 450,000, berapa ringgit kelas? Can anyone calculate for me? How much that you need to pay class? 5% of 450,000. How much of the interest for year? For a year? Berapa interest nak kena bayar untuk setahun? Class, I'm talking to you. How much is the interest to be paid?
22,500.
Sorry? Can you please speak louder?
22,500.
Very good. 22,500. But you only pay how much? 13,500. How much do you need to disclose in the statement of profit or loss class based on the accrual basis yang you belajar masa part 1? Accounting concepts kan and basis. You have to follow the accrual basis. Accrual basis state that, okay, you have to record the amount that expenses that you actually incurred, not what you paid. And revenue, what you actually earn, not what you receive. So my question is, how much is the interest on debenture to be disclosed in the statement of profit or loss? 13,500 ke 22,500? This is adjustment on accrual class. You have learned in part 1. How much is the amount to be disclosed in Sinopal?
22,500.
Very good, 22,500. But you only have 13,500. What shall you do, class? Apa you kena buat? You kena? What shall you do, class? Sorry, I can't hear you. Can you please speak louder? Class, are you with me?
Yes, madam.
What about the rest? Are you with me, class? What are you doing behind the camera? Can you please respond to my question? So what shall you do? You only have 13,500 now. Sorry?
Minus 22,500.
Okay, you said minus. Why do you need to minus?
It's my amount not paid yet.
Sorry?
Nak cari amount yang tak bayar lagi.
Okay, logicnya, if you want to find the amount that you not paid yet, do you add or do you less?
Less.
Okay, you less. You less, you dapat berapa?
$9,000.
9,000. So what shall you do with the 9,000? What shall you do with the 9,000?
Add.
Very good. Add. Nampak tak kenapa kena add? Sebab the amount that you should record in SOPA tadi 22,500, right? But you only have 13,500. Okay, so tadi kawan you kata nak cari berapa yang kita nak masukkan lagi, kena tolak. Good. Kita tolak, kita dapat 9,000. So now my question is, what shall we do with the 9,000? We have to add. Kenapa? The amount that we should pay for the year is 22,500. But we only pay 13,500. So what shall we do with the 9,000? We shall add. Nampak ni? Sebab you dapat 2 tick kat sini. One for this one, another one for the adjustment. So the overall of the interest on debenture is 22,500. This is accrual concept. So the 9,000 which is unpaid ni tadi, remember dia punya double entry, kita akan record in the statement of financial position under current liability. We call it accrued interest debenture, nampak? Because it is unpaid, but it is incurred during the year. You must remember this concept, class. This is the concept that you learn in part 1. You are going to use it in part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. And when you go to degree level, master level, PhD level, you cannot run from this concept. Is that clear, class? How do you find the interest on debenture?
Yes, madam.
Because I'm asking this because I can see that many of the group, okay, fail to get this answer. So this is actually a revision to your part 1 class. Remember, don't leave it. Okay, you have to bring it because this is the compulsory adjustment for any financial statement. You must remember how to tackle the accrual and prepayment. Faham So, please take note. Okay, every group please take note. I think we got a few group yang betul. Alhamdulillah. Okay, but the others please take note. Why do you kata apa did not get the marks on this And this is the finance course Okay, let us continue. Next, interim dividend on preference share. Okay, we have how many share? This one pun preference share. Please be very careful. This one is redeemable preference share, not the normal preference share. The interim dividend here is they are taking about dividend, nampak? Sorry, dividend lah. Preference share saja. Okay, dia tak mention about redeemable. Dia hanya mention about dividend. Dividend lagi. Dia hanya mention about preference share sahaja. So, class berhati-hati. Actually, I'm looking for highlight. So, berhati-hati. This is a normal preference share, bukan the redeemable. Sebab apa? Kalau redeemable punya dividend, as I told you tadi, okay, the dividend on RPS is considered as expense and disclosed in the SOPL. So dekat mana? Dekat finance cost lah. Finance cost. Tapi yang ni bukan. Yang ini dividend for preference share biasa. So ini bawa equity. Okay, next. Director's remuneration. Okay, director's remuneration. Which expenses class? Director remuneration?
Administrative.
Administrative expenses. Audit fee? Administrative. Ada tak accruals ke apa? You can look again dekat bawah ni. Okay, kalau kita go through tadi, the first time tadi, we don't see any accruals or prepayment on these expenses. Okay, what else? We have asset. Okay, leave it first. Okay, accumulated depreciation. Okay, leave it first. Okay, this one is asset and that's it. Okay, itu sahaja about the expenses that we can see. Okay, on the trial balance. Okay, we have to look up for any hidden cost. Okay, we have to look up for any hidden cost. Okay, go back to the additional information. Okay, look one by one. Okay, number one is about the breakdown of the total paid up capital. Ni yang ni tadi. The total paid up capital 5,700,000 ni is actually consists of ordinary share 5 million and the balance is preference share. Okay, number two is about issuance of shares. Okay, it's not applicable here. Okay, number three, the current year depreciation are charged as follow. So depreciation is expenses. Okay. So which expenses? Plant and machinery. Adakah sesuai untuk selling and distribution and finance? No. Ini admin. Furniture and fitting pun admin. Sebab apa? Sebab all this duduk kat office. So don't forget, okay, you have additional expenses here under administrative. That is depreciation expense. Okay, boleh. So far, okay, tengok number 4. The company redeem all its 2% redeemable preference shares using its retained profit. Okay, now, there's something that you need to know. Okay, remember the similarities between debenture and also redeemable preference share? Saya dah bagi hint sebenarnya when I give you the theoretical question ni. One of the similarities is that both have return. Macam some of your answer betul. You say both have return. So debenture receive return in terms of interest while RPS receive dividend in terms of dividend and both are expense. Meaning to say that, okay, you have to pay it regardless of your performance. Whether you are doing good or not, okay, you have to pay the return to these two creditor. So kalau kita go through balik dekat trial balance, okay, kita tak nampak any interest dividend on RPS. Tapi kita dah tahu since it is a debt, it is compulsory for company to pay dividend to the RPS because they are the creditor. Some of you mentioned, okay, debenture holder and the redeemable preference shareholder has the priority ataupun has the right to claim over the business asset compared to ordinary shareholder. Yes, it's true. Okay, they have the priority. Okay, mereka diberi keutamaan. Kerana apa? Kerana mereka adalah creditor. Kita mesti bayar dulu hutang-hutang kepada mereka baru kita boleh beri kepada pemegang saham yang lain. So, ini menunjukkan, okay, whether you like it or not, whether your business is doing good or not, you have to pay interest on debenture to the debenture holder and dividend to the RPS. But, Okay, you are not given the the dividend on RPS here. You only have interim dividend for preference share. So, indirectly, secara tersembunyinya kat sini, sebenarnya awak perlu tahu there is dividend on RPS tetapi langsung tidak dapat dibayar pada tahun tersebut. Makna kata tertunggak lah. Soalannya berapa banyak? Okay, tengok kat sini. Redeemable preference share. Ada nampak kat sini, ada nilai unit, ada nilai rate dia. What is the rate meaning for? This is the dividend rate to the RPS. Remember, dividend on RPS is an expense. It is compulsory for business to pay. However, during the year, there is no value related to the dividend on RPS. Maksudnya, kalau tak tulis sini, tak sempat bayar langsung lah walaupun 1 sen. Tapi kena record tak? Kena record. So you need to find how much is the dividend on the RPS. Macam mana nak cari? Again, kita akan ambil the dividend rate 2% darab dengan 130,000. Okay. Kalau 1% dapat berapa? Kalau 2% dapat berapa? Macam kes kita 2%. Berapakah jawapan dia kelas? 0.2 darab 130,000. Okay, ada yang dapat bagus. Some of you did correct. Okay, dia dapat 2,600. Some of the group, very good. And they record it here. Sebab dia tahu it is an expense. Nampak? Yes, very good. You dapat the point. Sebab dalam buku-buku saya pun, saya ada bagi comprehensive example on the RPS. Okay, and then even my question, the tutorial in the practice kit pun ada few question on RPS. So when you meet this, okay, when you have the RPS, okay, automatically understood that the dividend must be recorded as an expense. Okay, as an expense. But the question is how much? Kenapa 1,300 only? Kenapa kita darab 6/12? Kenapa tak kira for the whole year? Okay, because of this additional information. Where the company redeem all of its 2% RPS using its retained profit on 1st July 2021. So you must know that the dividend rate and the interest is on timely basis. So kalau you have 12 months in a one reporting period, okay, 1/1, 31/12. Tetapi this RPS, okay, is no longer in the company starting on 1st July. Sebab apa? Sebab kita redeem. Sebab kita redeem kan? So what you need to do is that you have to stop until 6 months saja. So you just calculate the dividend for 6 months only class. 6 months only. So that's why dia times 6/12, 1,300. Okay. Most of you did not get correct on this part. Kebanyakan pelajar, kebanyakan group lah tak dapat yang ini. You miss this one. Ada yang dapat buat bagus but you just write 2,600 which is wrong. You dah redeem pada 1st July. So there is no RPS starting on this date. Okay. Boleh tak kelas?
Boleh.
These two banyak yang tak dapat. That's why I stress the calculation on this. Bukan I stress mengajar you. I stress how important for you to know this. Okay, these two class. Kebanyakannya yang lain, Alhamdulillah, well done, very good. You did very well. But you miss these two. Finance course ni kebanyakan group memang tak dapat 4 tick. Kita ada 4 tick. Banyak tick. 2 ticks for interest on debenture, 2 ticks for dividend on RPS. Kalau you dapat satu satu tick tu betul sebab mungkin you ada working, I give you. But if you don't provide me working, then I cannot give you mark because you cannot assume that I know how do you get the total. Okay, I just want to show you some of the sample here. Okay, when the answers are wrong and you don't provide me the working, I'm so sorry. I cannot give you mark at all. Okay. Okay. This is the working for the double entry. I know that. But I need to know how do you get this one. Nampak ni? Okay. You have a distribution cost 130. Okay, you have the admin expenses 489,000 and you have a finance cost 13,500. Okay, these are the answer, right? These are the answer, right? Okay, the admin should be 479,000. Okay, let me minimize it. Okay, and the total for the distribution and finance are as follow. But since I'm looking for the working. I'm looking for this working. Where did you get this value? I mean this one, sorry. Where did you get this value, class? Where did you get this? How do you get 489,000? How do you get 130,000? How do you get 30,500? I've been searching every page again and again, but I couldn't find. Okay, did I miss something? Okay, group 1 Alia and the gang, please, again. Okay, please check. Okay, did I miss something? I cannot find. I cannot find any of your working here. I've been searching here and there. I cannot. So the rest, the most that you can get is 6. 6. Okay, if you look at the working, okay, if you provide me the working at least 479, I don't know which one yang tak dapat. Kenapa you dapat 489? I cannot figure out. At least katakan you miss on this amount. Kata you just record this for. At least you dapat 4 tick. 4 tick, 1 tick is half. Meaning 4 tick you dapat 2 markah at least. Okay, yang ni kalau you show me as per try balance 1, at least you dapat 1 tick. 13,500 ni pun I don't know how do you get. Kalau you at least show me the working somewhere, you still can get maybe 2 out of 4. You lose all this mark. Berapa ni? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. 8, 10, 11. 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 tick. 11 tick equal to 5.5 mark. So that is the reason why, class, I need you to show the working. Now, please remember this question is going to be orang kata apa? It is to be come out again in your final exam. So please class, show me the working. If you get wrong for the total answer, at least you can get something when you show me the working. Is that clear, class?
Yes, madam.
Please take lesson on that. I want you to take lesson on that. That is why, okay, again and again, okay, I remind you, show me the working. Show me the working, class. Okay, please show me the working. Where do you get the total amount? Okay. All right. Okay, so the total mark for the Sinopal is, okay, you get, okay, please take a look. This is how I give you mark. If you get profit after tax correct, also can get mark. This is not own figure. I award those who get the answer correctly, but unfortunately no group get the correct answer. But it's a good try, at least you know where your mistake now. Okay, so the total mark for Sinopal is 9 mark. Okay, next we move to the Sochi. Sochi is very simple. Okay, you just have to open the the statement according to the equity that you have. So based on additional information number 1, we know we have share equity. We have the ordinary share. Sorry. We have the ordinary share, and then we have what we call preference share also. So you have ordinary share, capital, how much? Okay, it comprises of 2.5 million. Now, don't be confused with the unit and with the value. This is the value. And the balance is 700 units of 3% preference share. So balance ni berapa? Yang ni unit. Okay, total berapa? Total 5,700,000. So kalau 5 million dah OAC, maknanya another balance is 700,000 will belong to what? PSC lah. Okay, so nampak sini? Okay, kita record. Okay, OAC dan PSC. So you break it down Okay, ni dah settle. Kemudian apa lagi? Kita ada equity. Kita ada tadi kalau kita go through again, we have retained profit. Okay, we have general reserve. So masukkan balance ni. So kalau you masukkan betul, dapat setiap satu tick. Ni pun bonus dapat satu. Kemudian profit for the year, jangan lupa transfer 300,350 if you transfer regardless, even though the amount is wrong, katakan amount you salah, kalau you transfer it correctly, you put the name, you still can get tick dekat sini the name of the item tu saya tu pun tak kejam saya tak letak pangkah lagi kat sini, double panel lah, I give you mark here. Okay, so now let us start. We tackle one by one. Okay, kita tengok dulu column ordinary share. Is there any changes? Yes, tadi kita dah go through a bit. Ada transaction number 2, additional information number 2 Okay, on 15 May, what happened? The company issued additional 200,000 units of ordinary shares at RM2.50. All each shares issued were fully subscribed and paid for. So ini test your knowledge on chapter 3. Okay, test your knowledge on chapter 3. Okay, very good. Okay, this group tadi, group 1 tadi ada tunjukkan pergerakan macam mana duit tu masuk kan. Where is the transaction? Okay ni. Okay, dia masuk ada berapa unit? 200 unit, 200,000 unit. Dijual pada berapa ringgit? RM2.50 RM2.50. Okay, you show me lah. Tapi actually kalau you buat double entry, kita akan nampak lagi detail duit masuk ataupun duit keluar. Okay, what do I mean is that kalau you jual saham, okay, what do you get is that you will get money debit bank. Okay, 200 unit times with RM2.50, so you will get 500,000. Betul tak? 500,000 ringgit, betul? And then you credit, okay, credit OSA. And then you akan debit balik OSA. Okay, debit balik OSA. So you dah cancel these two. And you credit to where? Credit to OSC 500,000. Okay. So this is how the amount is appeared. So at the same time, jangan lupa your bank account. Your bank tadi ni yang original akan campur ni. Campur 500,000. Nampak? Dia punya double entry, the effect. The effect. Okay, the effect. Okay, bila you jual saham, this is the effect. You akan receive money and you will increase your share capital. Okay, number 2 is done. Okay, ada lagi. Okay, number 5. On 1st November 2021, the company sold 60% of its ordinary share in the market at RM1.50. Okay, do you have treasury shares in your balance? Yes, we have. How many units? 250,000. Do you sell all? No, we only sell 60% of it. 60%. Okay, 60% treasury shares Kalau 60% daripada 250,000 dapat berapa unit kelas? 250, right? Yes, we have in balance 250. How many units kelas? How many units? Berapa unit you jual?
12,000.
60% daripada 250,000 unit berapa unit you jual? %60 daripada 250,000 berapa unit you jual kelas?
150,000.
Yes, jangan salah kira. 150,000 unit. How much do you sell? How much is the issue price? RM2.50. Betul? Betul ke?
Betul.
RM1.50. Salah tengok. Tu rasa macam pelik je. RM2.50 tadi kan? Okay, berapa ringgit dapat? In total. Berapa?
45,000.
Saya nak kira duit dulu. Dapat apa? 225,000 ke betul? Betul? You dapat 225,000 kan?
Ya, madam.
Dapat. Saya nak kira berapa duit dapat dulu. Betul tak?
Betul.
You
Betul,
dapat 225,000. Okay. Ini duit you dapat. Ingat tak lagi macam mana double entry treasury share? Ingat tak?
Madam,
Macam nak record. Macam
ada
mana
orang
nak
nak masuk.
Oh, siapa nak masuk?
Suaizi.
Okay, Swaizi. We are already in the middle of the class. Please take a look at your common test. I'm going to discuss on the Sochi. Okay, now treasury shares. When you resell the treasury shares, you will get money, betul? Debit bank, betul tak? How much? 225,000. Okay, you will credit what? Treasury shares, of course. Betul tak? You akan keluarkan treasury shares kan? Betul tak kelas?
Betul, madam.
Okay, treasury shares. Berapa? Berapa harga dia ni? Berapa harga per unit sebenarnya? Asal dia. Carrying value dia berapa? 300,000 bahagi 250,000. Berapa harga dia yang sebenar? RM1.20, betul tak?
Betul, madam.
Am I right?
Betul, madam.
So you dah keluarkan berapa unit? You dah keluarkan 150,000 unit kan? You dah keluarkan 150,000 unit pada harga RM1.20. So berapa you dah keluarkan? Daripada treasury shares? RM180,000. Betul tak?
Betul, madam.
Ada perbezaan tak? Debit dengan kredit?
Ada.
Ada. How much? 45,000. Am I right? Where do we need to transfer this 45,000? This is the gain. Nampak? You sell the treasury shares at 225,000 because your selling price is RM1.50, but the carrying value is RM1.20. So you have a gain, class. Faham tak? You have a gain now. You jual dalam keadaan untung. Sebab apa untung? Sebab carrying value RM1.20, but you manage to sell at RM1.50. That's why tadi saya suruh kira ni dulu. You manage to sell 225,000, but the carrying value is only 180,000. So you have a gain on resale of the treasury shares. So the gain ni nak hantar ke mana? Untung dia nak hantar ke mana? Ingat balik dia punya double entry?
Ordinary share capital.
Very good. Ordinary share capital. OSC lah. Saya guna akronim lah, tak buat. OSC kelas. Ingat balik. This is under chapter 4. So that is the reason why ordinary share kita tambah 45,000 ni. Nampak? Okay, kita tambah 45,000 ni. Boleh kelas?
Boleh, madam.
Okay, good. So dia punya effect bukan sekadar di sini. Nanti jangan lupa treasury shares akan berkurang. Nampak? Treasury shares daripada 300,000 tolak berapa tadi? 180,000. 300,000 tolak 180,000. Tinggal berapa? 120,000. Tinggal 120,000. Ataupun cara dia ambil 40% darab daripada 300,000 pun boleh. Lagi efek dia kat mana? Okay, ni done. Efek dia dekat, okay, duit tadi kita dapat 225,000. Okay? Tambah nampak? Dia tambah. Dapat duit, jual saham, jual treasury shares. Okay, so apa lagi? Okay, kita ada satu lagi transaction yang berkenaan redeemable preference share. Okay, where do I miss? 1, 2, okay, nombor 5. Nombor 5 pula, dah. Okay, nombor 4, sorry. The company, sorry, mana? Ni. The company redeem all its redeemable preference share using its retain profit. Retain profit. Retain profit je ke affected? Tapi dia mesti ada double entry, betul tak kelas? Ingat tak chapter 4? Redemption of redeemable preference share. Ingat lagi tak? Again, let us do the double entry together. Let us do the double entry together if you still can recall. Okay. Once you redeem all, you akan debit what? RPSC, betul? RPSC berapa? 130,000. Kan? Look at your question. This is your RPSC. Ni dah settle. Ni RPSC. You nak redeem all. RM130,000 ni nak bayar semua. Debit RPSC, credit what? Credit RPS. Ingat, RM130,000. Lepas tu, debit RPS, redemption of redeemable preference shares, RM130,000 dan you bayar. Betul tak? Ingat tak kelas? RM130,000. So what is the effect? Account ni tinggal kosong. Duit berkurang. Duit kena tolak. Nampak ni tolak? Tolak RM130,000. Okay, done. Tapi ingat, okay, Companies Act kata you must keep the capital intact. You kena pastikan kena ganti balik. Bila you dah redeem, you kena ganti balik. Sama juga macam if you buy back your share, you dah reduce your capital, you kena ganti balik. So in order for you to ganti, to replace, ada 3 kaedah. Is either you sell your share, you take it from your retained profit, or you can combine both. Sekarang kita nak ganti melalui apa kelas? Kita nak ganti dengan apa?
Retain profit.
Yes, we have to, mana tadi saya miss je perkataan tu. Ni nombor 4 ni. Sebab dia dah tanda kan. So saya terconfuse. Saya nak guna pen lain lah. Sekarang kita dah ganti guna, kita nak ganti guna apa? Kita nak ganti guna retain profit. Okay, you are going to replace using retain profit. So, what is the double entry class? Debit, retain profit confirm lah. Debit retain profit RM130,000. Bila you debit retain profit, ini yang you tolak ni. Nampak? You tolak. Kredit mana kelas?
Ordinary share capital.
Well done. Credit ordinary share capital. Kita akan transfer to the ordinary share capital. So, capital tu akan bertambah balik RM130,000. Okay, that's how you get this figure. Tambah sini, tolak sana, tambah sama, tolak sini. It actually comes from your double entry class. That's the reason why you need to have the double entry. Kalau you nampak saya ada letak kat bawah ni, the double entry. To show how do the movement of the money, the figure I mean. So, yang preference shares tak ada apa-apa. Ordinary shares kita dah settle, you tambah, you get 5,675,000. Okay, preference share, no change. General reserve also no change. Okay. So, yang ini semua additional information ni kita dah cater All this dah cater. Okay, yang mana dah ni saya akan nilai cancel supaya kita tak tengok lagi dah. Kita kena jimat masa kat ni. We must know how to, orang kata apa, play smart also Okay, retain earning. Okay, part of it kita dah selesaikan. Jangan lupa additional information, the last one. Okay, you have declaration for final dividend untuk ordinary share dan juga preference share. Okay, 4% of ordinary share dapat berapa? 200,000. Very simple, straightforward. But for preference share, dia kata 3%. Okay, this is for final dividend 3% for a year. A year class, setahun. Setahun dapat berapa? 21,000. Kan? So dividen kat sini, saya terus lamsamkan. Nampak? Tapi ada 2 tick. 2 tick ni datang daripada mana? Interim. Interim tadi berapa? 10,500. Campur final. Final pun berapa? 10,500. Okay. Alhamdulillah, this one ramai dapat betul. Ramai dapat 12 tick. So you dapat 6 mark. Okay, can I move to the next part?
Yes, madam.
Yes.
Kita discuss Sochi. Sochi very simple. Is getting easier because many of the adjustment kita dah selesaikan on the earlier part. So kita tinggal nak transfer. So we start with the PPE. Now again, group 1, please take note, you are still using the old format. Old format ni maksud saya is not belong to company. Okay, nampak ni? I do put wrong here. You have to present based on the format as per Companies Act and MFRS. where you have to disclose your non-current asset, okay, as kata apa, the tangible asset, the intangible asset and the investment macam ni. Nampak? This one is the tangible asset. Yang ini intangible asset. Yang ini investment. So tangible asset ni jangan buat macam ni dah. Tak mau. Tak mau ni. Tak mau. You don't have to disclose one by one. Instead, you kena buat note. Itu sebab dalam soalan tu saya tulis, you have to prepare the notes on the financial statement for property, plant and equipment. Nampak? So you kena prepare the note as this one lah, as this table. So you open the column, okay, state the asset. Tengok pada tribalance, what are the asset? You have land and building. Okay, 3,700,000. You have plant equipment, 5,500,000. You have furniture and fitting, 350,000. So you masukkan ni, masuk. Okay, do you have any purchase during the year? Kalau tak ada, so balance CD dengan balance BD akan sama. Copy je. Okay, next you start. Okay, ni satu cost. Kedua, kita start record the accumulated depreciation. We start by bringing the balance. Okay, opening balance, plant equipment, 770,000. Masukkan. Okay, furniture and fittings, 140,000 masukkan. Kemudian, do you have the depreciation charge for the year? Ada. Additional information tadi. Dia mesti ada double entry kan? Kita dah record satu debit dekat dia punya apa? Expenses tadi tu. Dekat Sinopal. So, credit dia accumulated depreciation lah. So, masukkan. Depreciation charge untuk plant equipment, untuk furniture and fitting. So, total dia, ni total dia. Total dia, apa kena buat? Kena tolak dengan total di atas. Balance CD atas, cost, tolak balance CD, accumulated depreciation. So you akan dapat ni lah. You dapat 3 betul ni, saya bagi 3 tick. Ni bukan own figure, real figure. Correct figure. Okay. So this total, you just transfer to the statement of financial position as follow. So saya bagi 1 tick kat sini. Regardless jawapan you salah kat sini, you still dapat 1 tick kalau you provide betul. Macam this answer, you cannot get any tick. Sorry. You cannot get any tick. You provide table, I bagi kat sini lah. I bagi sini. Tapi amount ni salah. Ni, kenapa ni? Allah hai, sayang ni. Ni nampak tak kesilapan you? You sepatutnya tolak 5,500,000, you tolak dengan 880,000. Tapi you bring down the balance carried down. Itu sebab kenapa kelas, at the first place saya tak nak bagi awak guna type return. Sebab type return ni you selalu copy paste, sometimes you forgot to check. Ni saya rasa copy paste lah ni. Satu copy paste group lain ke group lain. Itu cheating, menipu. Ini silly mistake namanya. Okay, please take note. The group member pun you should check each other. Kalau kata Alia buat soalan yang ini, Suhaizi kena check jawapan dia. Kalau Suhaizi buat Sophie, siapa lagi group member ni? Anas kena semak apa Suhaizi buat. Kalau, Alia pula, Syifa. Kalau Syifa buat soalan ni, Suhaizi semak. Kalau Anas buat soalan ni, Syifa semak. So kalau you are collaborating each other, you are working as a team, dia tak akan berlaku this silly mistake class. Bila salah, kenapa saya panggil silly mistake? Sebab benda ni very, orang kata apa, simple. But yet you still do the mistake. Kalau tak, you boleh dapat 2 tick kat sini. You can get 2 tick. Yang lain dah betul dah. Kalau yang lain ni betul, selalunya bawah ni betul. Sebab it's just a matter of you tolak aja figure tu. Macam ni. Kalau ni betul, nampak? You semua betul. Mesti you dapat betul kalau you berhati-hati menyemak jawapan ni. Okay? Alright, so you just transfer the PPE on the face of your soft P. Where is your soft P? This one. Okay, then you terus continue for the rest lah. Format soft P very simple Dia lebih kurang sama je. Cuma ada few item yang kita put in summary. Okay, pattern tak ada apa-apa adjustment. Tak ada apa-apa adjustment kan? Okay, bring down the figure. Pattern, fee deposit. Okay, the best disclosure sepatutnya when you present the answer, you kena letak intangible dulu. Pattern dulu and then only investment bawah Okay, next continue to the current asset. Okay, current asset, we start with the inventory. Inventory pun there is no change. Okay. Accounts receivable. Okay, account receivable mana? Debit lah. Sebelah debit ni, sebelah kredit ni akan payable. Okay. Tax recoverable. Yes, adjustment in number 7. During the year, the company incurred 24,350 for its taxation. Ini expense for the year. But how much that you pay? You pay 30,500. You have overpaid. You terlebih bayar. So, bila you terlebih bayar, dia panggil tax recoverable. So, kalau you dapat 6,150, dia dapat 2 tick saya bagi. Okay, bank ada 4 tick. Where does these 4 ticks comes from? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. You buat betul, you dapat betul 4. Tapi katakan, salah sini madam, saya salah. Jangan risau, kalau you buat working, saya bagi tick kat sini. Contoh ni, 225 ni, you pergi tolak. Sepatutnya tahu you tolak. So, you dapat 3 tick. You boleh dapat 3 tick. Sebab apa? 1 ni salah. Orang tambah, you tolak. So, you dapat 3 tick. Walaupun jawapan ni salah. Itu sebab saya kata, please provide working. Okay, share capital regardless amount. If the amount is wrong, walaupun amount ni salah, you jangan risau, you still get tick here. Kalau you provide betul. Okay, tapi ada group yang saya ingat kan, dia tak buat ikut format lah. This group okay tak? Ni tak ikut format ni. Return profit tak perlu hantar. Okay. And then ada group saya tak ingat. Dia buat share capital satu-satu balik. Dia tunjuk ordinary share, preference share, reserve pun sama. Okay, dia tunjuk retain earning dengan general reserve. Salah. You just put the summary. Summary saja kelas. Summary saja. Remember, format. Ikut format. Okay, less treasury shares. Okay. Okay, non-current liability. So, kita tinggal apa lagi tadi? Yes, kita ada few lagi yang tak settle. Okay, redeemable preference share dah tak ada. Ini dah settle. Okay, debenture jangan lupa record 450,000. So, apa lagi yang tertinggal? Lain semua dah record. Okay, so apa-apa yang tinggal lain adalah accounts payable. Okay, account payable. And then all the outstanding value lah. Outstanding tu maksud saya yang accrued. Accrued dividend RPS tadi. Saya dah settlekan dengan awak. Debenture pun dah. Okay. Final dividend. These are all the final dividend. Final dividend untuk RPS, OSC dan preference share biasa. So 20 tick, you akan dapat 10 marks. Okay. So total for question part B is 30 mark. Okay. Total for part A is 5 mark. So overall 35 marks. Overall 35 mark So jawapan setiap kumpulan saya akan letak di atas sekali. Okay, yang ni alhamdulillah pas. 35 markah 35 markah ni paling sikit you kena dapat 17.5. So saya dah share also the marks for each group dalam you punya GC. Okay, is there any mistake made by me class? You can check. All the group member also please check. Ada tak kesilapan dalam saya menanda? Kesilapan saya mengira markah tu sendiri. Setiap jawapan ni ada tick kan. Setiap jawapan ni ada tick. Kemudian setiap tick tu saya akan kira markah lah. Contohnya macam ni kan. Saya campur semua, tadi 6 campur 9, campur 12, okay, campur 2, campur 8. So overall 37, darab setengah dapat 18.5. 18.5 campur dengan section A. Section A dapat apa? 4. So dia dapat 18 campur 4, 22.5. So maka dia 22.5. Please check on that also kalau saya ada buat kesilapan. Okay, so we have finished on revision. I consider as revision for chapter 5.